What's going on, guys? It's Dr. Hobbs. As you guys, there's no gravity in here. We're in space. And I'm gonna try to eat astronaut foods like astronauts. Alright guys, we're back to eating like someone, or putting ourselves in scenarios where people eat differently or has a different type of food to eat than regular people. My last video that did something similar to that was eating the last meal that prisoners eat before they got clapped. You can check that right here. I did a lot of research for that video. For today, I'm gonna be eating the same food what astronaut eats in space. This was super interesting to research, to do all the studies for this video. I found a lot of interesting things, so make sure to watch the video till the end, because I'm gonna start eating what they have for breakfast, what they have for lunch, what they have like coffee, drinks, how they drink their coffee, and then the dinner part. Everything is super interested. I was very intrigued. No one really knows what's going on in space. Someone landed in space or not, or if this is a whole conspiracy theory, no one really knows. But I actually believe that Neil Armstrong or Lance Armstrong, what's the guy was? It's definitely Neil Armstrong that landed on the moon. I'm gonna be eating exactly what a lot of astronauts eat in space. It's really different than what people eat on Earth on a regular basis, because in space there's no gravity. Everything is floating around in space. Nothing is like on a table. You can't really eat on a table. I've seen a lot of videos. I did a lot of research for you guys to show you how astronaut eats in space and what's the type of food that they eat. I don't know if you guys can see this, but shout out to NASA, SpaceX. I've been researching both of them. SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk, the guy that has the Tesla vibes. But without further ado, let's get to the first meal. The astronaut named Chris Hadfield, he's Canadian, what he eats in space as breakfast. Let me show you exactly how to make it and the whole process that they go through in space. As breakfast, astronaut likes to eat something easy, stuff that don't really go around and make a big mess, because it's very hard to clean when you're in a spaceship when there's no gravity. So they use tortilla, this stuffed tortilla, instead of bread, because they don't want the breadcrumbs to go fly everywhere and the gravity take all the breadcrumbs away. So instead of bread, they use this tortilla, because this doesn't make any mess. It's super easy to eat. So if you're not trying to make a mess at home too, try substitute bread with these soft tortilla. Here's the challenge. In space, as I said, there's no gravity, so the tortilla, you can't just open the bag and grab one tortilla. What happened is the tortilla is floating around space, so it's hard to grab. Just like so, we have a tortilla floating, so it's really hard, you know. Then you grab it. There you go. Once you grab the tortilla, all you have to do is open it. They don't have jars in space. What they have is a little bag that has peanut butter inside. They don't have these type of stuff. They're trying to save as much space as possible and try to make the spaceship as low on weight as possible. That's why they have little thing that they squirt on top of their sandwich, and it's a one-time thing. They open it, they use it on one sandwich, and then they throw away the packaging. I found this. It's a good one. Just a regular, put it on his sandwich, just spread it. And then on top of this, but guys, as I said, there's no gravity in space, and usually the honey, you see bubbles on top. In space, there's no bubbles on top because the gravity is zero. So the bubbles are usually in the middle of the honey bottle, as we see it from this video, Chris demonstrating. It's pretty cool, but since we're on Earth, the gravity is here and everything's gonna fall down. Oh my god, I didn't mean to. Everything's gonna fall down. Oh my god, the honey vibes. Boom. I don't know if any of you had this combination, peanut butter and honey. And as you guys seen, no breadcrumbs, nothing falls down, everything is good. You see, it's like not messy at all, easy to manage, easy to eat. This is really good, guys. I suggest you guys to do this. As breakfast, this is vibes. So for breakfast, this is definitely a success. It's easy to make, no mess. Now we're gonna see what they eat for lunch, because lunch gets a little more tricky. You need greens, you need vitamins. So food in space falls into 6 categories, okay? Fruit and vegetable, nuts and tortillas, as we had for breakfast, dried fruits and dried beef, spinach, juices and beverages, all right? And this is what we're gonna have for lunch. Oh, the spinach comes frozen in like a small little bag. And how the same Canadian astronaut Chris is dealing with the spinach, I'm heating it up in my microwave and see how it's gonna turn out. It's mostly the same exact thing that they have in space, but I'm making it here on Earth. I have a regular microwave. What they have, they shove it into something and then take it off and then open the bag. It's a little weird, but what they have looks like a really cool microwave. What I have is a regular microwave. Just shove it in, put it for 8 minutes, and then we're gonna pop it right out and try the spinach, how they eat it in space. All right, I'm excited for lunch because as you guys seen, Chris eats it from a bag. So I put my spinach, whatever you want to call it, in a bag, a plastic bag, and I'm gonna pop that bad boy open. Usually I don't like spinach. I hate spinach because my mom used to punish me when I used to be rebel back in my young days, and that was my punishment, eating spinach, okay? All right, and here we go. That's the first taste of the spinach we're about to have. That's what they literally have in space. Let's see it if it tastes good on Earth. Oh, yeah, oh. It is really disgusting. I don't know why Chris want to eat spinach, but I guess it has a lot of water and it keeps them hydrated. Yo, this is not a vibe whatsoever. I'm gonna put our delicious spinach right on our side. Our fellow astronauts eat some tuna. This is the tuna that I got. See, tuna's good. Why they eat tuna? Because tuna has a lot of proteins and is easy to make. All you have to do is just pop this bad boy open, and they have it in bags very similar to this one. And let's see how that tuna tastes. Tuna by itself like that is not the best thing, but it's safe to say it's way better than this spinach going on here. But this is not bad, Tuna's not horrible. If I'm on space, I have nothing to eat, I would definitely get a bowl of tuna instead of spinach. I would not look at the spinach whatsoever. I'd rather starve than eat these spinaches. That's the lunch vibe that astronaut gets in space. Talking about space and all of that, I read a big article, and you guys know that English is kind of a barrier for me, so it took me literally 5 hours to go through this whole article. If the food on space tastes the same as the food on Earth, and yes and no, it does and it doesn't, because as soon as you get to the spaceship and as soon as you fly off, the food is all very congested. They suck the air out of the food and they put it in these little bags. But with time and when days passes by, the food temperature goes back to normal and it gets very similar to the ones on Earth. And in my research, I saw that astronauts make at least $100,000. So, you know, if I'm getting paid $100,000, I would eat this every single day. That was the lunch vibes. I'm super excited for dessert, because even though you're on space, astronauts get dessert. And let me know what you think their favorite dessert is in the comment down below. What you think astronauts' favorite dessert is? My guess is Mars bar. You got the joke? Mars, this planet Mars, and the chocolate bar, the Mars chocolate bar, it's called because of the planet. That was horrible. Not Mars bar at all. That would be very funny if it was the Mars bar. What they have on space is something different. You're not gonna be expecting what they have for dessert. Let me show you what astronaut. Here's a little preview of Mr. the Astronaut making his dessert. The chocolate cake fudge from the bag, that's a banger. I don't know how I'm gonna eat it from a bag, but that's how he does it. And then he does coffee and drinks it from a weird thing. I feel like that's the stuff they put in the hospital, you know, for your blood. But we're gonna recreate exactly what he's doing. Get the cake, get the coffee, and let's recreate their dessert on Earth. That's the beautiful cake that I got. The same exact thing that Chris eats on space, but this looks way beautiful, way better than what he's eating in space. I got a plastic bag, a Ziploc. This is where I'm gonna put the cake. It's gonna feel bad because I don't want to put that in there. It looks so beautiful eating it like that. I don't know why Mr. Elon Musk can't create something where people can just eat the cake normally in space, you know? If you're watching this, Mr. Elon, that's a nice request. I feel like your astronauts really want to eat the cake beautiful like that and not have it in a plastic bag. Here we go. We're gonna put this in here. Okay, without making a mess, of course. That's the piece of cake right there. The other piece, we're gonna put it inside the bag. Open that bag. Okay, please go in there. All right, it looked a little moshed in the video, so I'm gonna mosh it. Instead of having a beautiful cake here, we're about to have dirty cake, chocolate cake. That's how they eat it in space. I have to eat it the same way they do in space. Open that dirty bag. Oh my god, that doesn't really look like cake. Start eating it. Oh my god, here we go. It tastes exactly like cake. Inside the bag, it's a weird way to eat cake. I just don't understand why they can't just have it in this. Actually, because the cake will fly away. It will go up in the gravity. I'm gonna keep eating this cake. It's really good, guys. I can't stop eating it. Astronaut Chris drinks coffee. And how he drinks coffee, again, you guys guessed it, they don't have Starbucks over there. Imagine there's a Starbucks drive-thru in space. Holy hell. Stops, ask for some Starbucks and keep going in space. I'm coming up with like futuristic ideas that might be here in 2050. We're gonna have the coffee the same way they do. Put it in a plastic bag and drink it with that straw they have. After many tries trying to put the coffee was going through the bag because the coffee was super hot. So I had to put chocolate milk instead. This is some chocolate milk. I use this Hershey's bottle, put it in that bag and with the straw. Exactly how our boy Chris is having it. Try and drink this. That's beautiful. You know, I would drink that in space if I'm in space. That doesn't look weird at all. But let's drink this. This is my favorite thing in the world. Chocolate milk, baby. If it's in the bag, if it's raining from the sky, if it's anywhere, chocolate milk is my favorite thing in the world. I drink this in space every day. Mars shop cake, I drink this more. It makes sense to have it in bags, because if your coffee or hot chocolate or milk or whatever is not in a bag and it's in a bottle, it's gonna be floating around because there's no gravity. And as you guys can see, it's floated. We're on Earth, but I'm trying to recreate the moon. See, it's going away and I can't sip. Maybe they can do this. All right, so you know, it's not possible. It's not really possible, but it's gonna float away. Take it out of the frame, you know, yeah, float away, and it's gonna go. So that's exactly why Elon Musk or whoever owns NASA, they're smart putting them in bags, because the bags, you know, it's easy to catch. That was dessert. We're gonna move on to oh my god, what they have for dinner, because dinner is a very essential part. This is stressing me a lot. It's a very essential part in space. Let me explain to you why, and let me show you what astronauts get in space and what they eat as dinner before they go to bed. This astronaut, David Saint Jacques or Saint Jacques, he's French, I think he's Canadian French as well. He eats chili that his wife made on Earth just specifically for him to eat in space, and it looks like this one. That's the exact chili they use. So the way they sleep, it's standing up like this in a little sleeping bag, and they sleep standing up like that. Just like this. Can't lay down and sleep on the bed because you're gonna float. So all they do is just stand up and sleep like that. They close their eyes and just hope they're gonna fall asleep. I don't know how they do it, but regardless of that, we're gonna be doing that chili. We're gonna heat it up, and then we're gonna make it exactly like David Saint Jacques' wife does it for him. Vacuum seal the whole bag, make it look legit like we're on space. I'm so excited to try that chili. All right, dinner time, and I'm trying to recreate the moon. Can they even see me? Moon, and this is special chili that Jack gets as dinner. It's floating. It's not floating. Float it. It's floating, as you guys can see. This is crazy. This is exactly how it is on the moon. You guys don't want to see what's going on behind the camera, but I'm super excited to have this. See, he grabs it. Wait, hold on. Let's grab that. Okay, it might get stuck sometimes because gravity, you know, it's okay. He grabs that and then it goes down. All right, the moon leaves the scene. Okay, take it off. Take it off. What we're stuck with is this nice, as you guys can see, and the Ziploc, because they have it in bags. That's the special chili that Jack gets, and Jack got it from his wife. Usually astronauts, before they get sent on a mission, they try a bunch of foods. Alright, so let's say you're an astronaut, they get you to test a bunch of food, like this type of food that you can put in a can and it's easy to make. And once you know what you want, they make sure to send the one that you like the most. They're not gonna send you stuff that you hate, because you know, once you're in space, you can't just go back on Earth, do some deliveries. You can't, that doesn't work like that. Talk with the food you have in your spaceship. Let's try this chili and see how it tastes. On Earth, you know, usually that's they're eating it in space, and in space they use a spork. Right now I have a spoon. I have a mini tiny spoon. Chili. That has to be good. Chili is good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like this chili. This chili is tasting good. Jack's wife, she's a real one. Sending her husband some nice chili from home. It definitely doesn't look delicious, but it's really, really tasty. And this is what he gets for dinner before he goes to bed. Guys, being an astronaut, obviously it's a big responsibility, especially when you're really far from the people you love. So shout out to all the astronauts. But as you guys seen from this video, they eat regular food, not too complicated or too messy, just the necessary food. And you know, if I'm on that diet, my G, I'll be the fittest guy on. So I might be on an astronaut diet very soon so I can lose some weight. You know, maybe I'll become an astronaut one day. You never know. It was actually my dream when I was a kid to be an astronaut, because I used to watch a lot of astronaut movies. But guys, thank you so much for watching. This brings us to the end of the video. If you watched the whole entire video, make sure to comment this emoji on my Instagram. If you comment this rocket emoji on my Instagram, I know that you've seen the whole entire video. I'm gonna comment back, send you a nice DM thanking you for your support, and thank you so much for watching my videos. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 200k. I'm very close. What situation you want me to put myself in? Who do you want me to copy and eat exactly the way they do? Let me know down in the comments, and if I pick your idea, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow, because it's Vlogmas, because I love you. And as always, turn your haters to motivate. Signing off from Earth to the moon. A peace.